Welcome back to Papa Bear Games. Last time on Xenoblade Chronicles X, we found the Lifehold and we went to the core. We defeated Luxor in his Vita mech, and then we also had to defeat a bunch of nasty little creatures that the Chimeras, the Lifehold, had created them as a response to an attack upon the Lifehold. After defeating all of them, we then took out Lao, which really it was a mixture of Luxor and Lao that had combined into a nasty mega boss. After defeating them, I thought we had completed the game, but clearly that is not the case. We find out that Elma is actually a Xeno, which means a different life form, not an Earthling. She was the only living character on the core. Everyone else just has their DNA stored in the Lifehold. Today, we're gonna do yet another story mission, Chapter 13. Let's see what happens. Chapter 13, Cause and Effect.
Disappeared? What do you mean?
We got reports of an unexplained phenomenon. Dematerialization events all across Mira.
What do we know about it?
Whatever it is, it happened in several places at the exact same moment. It created expanding spheres that swallow anything they touch. Any matter caught in the radius, gone without a trace. Not even in the EM spectrum. Gone like cow piss in a rainstorm.
That doesn't sound like a natural occurrence.
For the time being, the effects are localized and the expansion has been limited. But if this keeps up, it's only a matter of time until it reaches NLA as well.
You're saying NLA is in danger?
That's horrifying! Tatsu, prepare to evacuate at once!
And go where exactly? This is happening everywhere. Not like anywhere else is safer.
If it swallows everything, then no point putting up defenses, I guess.
It would be like spitting a hurricane in the eye.
First off, we'll need to gather concrete data. Let's find a place we can observe the phenomenon.
Good plan. Be extremely careful. There's no way to predict what might happen.
Sure. Though in all honesty, that's been pretty much par for the course since we set foot upon this planet.
You said it.
And this is precisely what we admire about humans. This attitude of all's well that ends with a bang.
I'd rather avoid any more bangs. The Lifehold Core investigation pales in importance to this.
Both are crucial matters, of course. But even if analysis of the Lifehold determines we're in no immediate danger, that won't mean much if all of Mira dematerializes from under our feet.
Let's keep this under wraps. Better that the troops stick to the investigation.
Yes, seems wise.
No use causing widespread panic.
Elma?
I've got a hunch, Lynn. Everything that's going on, it can't just be coincidence. I can't shake the feeling. It's all connected.
Chapter 13, Act 1. You are to look into the dematerialization events happening across Mira. Follow Elma's lead and head where the effect can be clearly observed. That was one of the other things. The lifehold itself was damaged beyond the point of repair. Nobody should have been able to actually communicate with their mimeosomes. So that was another goofy situation of what's actually happening on Mira here. So hopefully we are going to come to a conclusion and figure out what's going on. Oh, we're going to go over here to Oblivia, I believe this area is. Can I get to that? I've got a landmark here. We can fast travel to Balance Rock. We're going to rock it out on Balance Rock. Let's hope we don't need our skells.
Is that it?
It's just dark, inky blackness.
Not even light can escape from within. This is no ordinary phenomenon. This is beyond understanding. It's a nightmare.
If it was anything at all like a black hole, we should be getting anomalous mass readings. But there's nothing.
No point guessing. Let's prioritize getting any blades here to safety.
Okie dokie. Well, I think we're going to jump on our skells. I was here earlier today. And, yep, our skells are right over here. I do apologize, everybody. I wanted to get this video out sooner. But I'm back to 7 days a week, so, of work. So I've got, well, we could go all the way around, but we're gonna shrink on down to here. Anyhoodle, I'm working 7 days a week again until probably July 4th. So my video uploads might be less than what I've been doing.
Elma, look!
What? Ghosts.
But how? Why here?
That looks to be ineffective.
Where'd they disappear?
Here they come! Triple it! Huzzah!
Take this!
sorry, but would you be weaker now?
You're mine.
Oh wow, these guys are invincible.
Target locked. You're mine. Now cripple
Warning
him.
shield. All right, screw the step.
Come on. That's it.
We're powering up!
There.
Like
Better
the new
save
merchandise? We're powering up! Like the new
Flying
merchandise?
wheels.
Sorry, but could you be
Okay, now we're doing something.
Wait! Look at that! Follow up with melee attack!
Gotcha.
Right in the kisser! Now, cripple them!
Got it.
Most certainly!
This isn't working. Switching to
Right
ground.
away!
Assault hammer.
Now.
Whichever
melee
appendage
attack.
I'm attacking, it looks like I am the
Shadow
ghost
strike.
orb left.
This is hot. Assault breaker.
Slide.
Blade! Won't be disappointed!
Out for the finish.
Keep the rhythm going. Side
Leave it to
slash.
me.
Hooray! 3 in a row!
Assault hammer.
Super kill!
I guess we're gonna have to try a different appendage. Now I'm trying the ghost orb right.
Rising blade! Look at that!
Assault blast.
Follow up with melee attack!
Furious blast.
So we started with ghost orb left, then we went to ghost orb right,
Assault hammer.
and we are causing it some damage.
Stop nice. Move in and do some damage.
This.
Now. Melee attack. Slide.
Block
Slinger.
this. Look at that. Follow up with
Shadow
melee
fierce.
attack. Rising blade.
Furious blast.
Block this.
Yes. Weak. Yeah.
Flame grenade.
Now. Nail. Now cripple
Baby,
him.
this is hot.
Slide.
High gear now. Overdrive. Assault hammer. Flame grenade. Rising blade.
Shadow strike.
Assault hammer. Rising blade.
Stop nice. Move in and do some damage.
Block this. Assault hammer.
Upper hand.
Topple him. Fire
Slash.
away.
Straight ahead.
Rising blade. Assault
Shadow
breaker.
strike.
Brainstorm!
The fierce one. Slide. Flick.
This is hot. Flame grenade. Now for the here we go.
Upper hand.
Overdrive. Rising blade.
Now we're invincible. Let's move to the next one.
Furious blast.
Now we're whacking its body.
Strike.
Assault hammer. Flame grenade.
Scream edge.
Block this. Assault hammer. Flame
Move in and keep
grenade.
the rhythm going.
Block this. Assault hammer. Topple him. Fire away. Look at that. Melee attack. Block this. Rising blade. Assault breaker.
Upper hand.
Assault hammer. Flame grenade. Rising blade. Look at that. Follow up with melee attack. Flame grenade. Block this. Assault hammer.
Oh, it's pooping on me.
Block this.
Wild Express!
Flame grenade.
Wild down!
Assault breaker. Leave it to me. Assault hammer. Here we go.
We saw this coming.
All right, we got him. now we're horribly outnumbered.
Shadow Strike! Bolt Set! Light! Furious Blast!
Flame grenade! Rising blade!
Here comes the fierce one! Side Slash!
Assault breaker!
Fire one!
Assault hammer!
Move in and keep the rhythm going!
Flame grenade!
Upper hand! Shadow Strike!
You just gotta keep trying until you get past his invincibleness.
Green is nice! I need to do damage!
Baby! This is
Furious
hot!
Blast!
Hot
Side
here
Slash!
now! Overdrive!
Upper hand!
Assault breaker! Rising blade! Look at that! We'll go up to Xenoblade them! Mind storm!
Fire one! Side Slash!
Rising blade! Assault breaker!
Furious Blast! I'm not fucking out yet. I should heal up first.
Rising blade!
Slide! Nice! Move in and do some damage.
Getting sick and tired of their invincibility.
Look at us! We're on a roll!
Sorry.
Heal me up!
I owe you one.
Appreciations!
Slide! Slinger! Furious Blast!
Flame grenade!
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Leave it to me! Wild Smash! Mind storm!
Here comes the fierce one. Shadow Strike! Slide! Nice! Move in and do some damage.
Rush storm!
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
This isn't good.
Side Slash!
Oh, Arinia is down.
We need a
Where is
little
she?
welcome back.
Okay.
Did you
Shadow
see the
Strike.
pearly gates?
Okay, now we're doing damage again.
To the kisser for the bow! Assault hammer! Rising blade! Flame grenade!
Shadow Slash!
Look at that! Follow up with melee!
Furious Blast!
Leave it to me!
Slide! Nice! Move in and do some damage. Upper hand! Shadow Strike!
Assault breaker! Flame grenade! Rising blade! Assault breaker!
Slide!
Rising blade! Assault hammer! Bait!
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Leave it to me! Compliment! Fire away! Of course! Assault breaker! Like this! Look at us! We're outbreakers! Here for us! Rising
Upper
blade!
Shadow
Assault
Strike!
hammer!
Stuck nice. Move in and do some damage.
Mind storm!
Sliding Slinger! Wolverine Edge!
Bring it around! Blade! Shoot to kill!
Got it! Side cut nice!
Hello,
Move in and
Ray!
do some damage. Upper
Mind
hand!
storm! Bring it around! Shoot to kill! Now for the finish! Flame grenade! Rising blade! Assault hammer!
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Leave it to me! Right to the kisser! Now, to the bed! Rising blade!
Side Blast!
Assault breaker!
Upper hand!
We need a little blade! Yep. Assault hammer!
Slinger!
Leave it to me!
Move in and keep the rhythm going. Burst Grenade! Shadow Strike!
Gotta keep using these personal patches.
I don't
Not
stab.
so.
Slide! Slinger!
Look at that! Put the
Furious
solo
Blast!
up and melee attack!
Yes! Upper hand!
Flame grenade!
talking about.
Rising blade! Assault hammer! Topple them! Fire away! Here we go! Overdrive! Rising blade! Assault hammer! Flame grenade! Rising blade!
Move in and do
Lock
some damage.
this! Topple them! Fire away! Flame grenade!
Keep them rhythm going. Wild
Slap!
Here comes the fierce light. Move in and do some damage.
All right, down to one.
Upper hand.
Here for us!
Side slash.
Shoot to kill! Mindstorm!
Wild one. Now, melee attack. Shadow strike.
Shooting star! Blade!
Light.
Hammer! We must assault hammer!
Furious slash.
I'm doing it! Ray! Eternal landing!
Here comes the fierce
Blade! Look at that!
Here comes the fierce
Follow up with melee! Here we go! Overdrive!
primer.
Rising blade!
Light. Shadow strike.
3 in a row!
Got it.
Shoot to kill! Assault hammer! Leave it to me! Look at that! Follow up with melee attack!
Upper hand.
Assault breaker! Lock this! Rising blade!
Now we got him. That was a little intense there.
Tatsu surrounded!
Uh-oh. There's so many of them. Elma, the Skell chasing that Ares just now?
The Vita.
Right. That's what I thought as well.
Cheapers, I want to know who that was. Insist on going after them or keep it cool? Jeepers. I don't know which one to do. I guess I'll appeal. But Elma would want to report back in.
You're right. This phenomenon, ghosts, the Vita, and that Ares. We're just one squad. We can't deal with all of that ourselves.
Don't know if I screwed that up or not, but Dang, that was awesome. Let's report back into Vandam. He's going to be over here at Blade Tower. So I've been doing a little bit more researching into this game, and I've kind of screwed up my playthrough. For everybody else, I know we're at Chapter 13, Act 1. Do your affinity missions. I guess you unlock new skills, other characters, and all sorts of cool stuff. I've been too focused on the story, and this game really wants you to explore a whole lot more. So make sure you do the affinity missions and everything else to build your characters as best as possible.
An Ares?
I couldn't confirm who was piloting it. But that was an Ares, all right. The Prime, no less.
Lynn, give me your take.
Yes, sir. Judging by the speed, the maneuverability, it's hard to imagine what else it could be. I think we know the pilot.
So what? Are you telling me he's still alive?
Who?
Alois Bernholt, pilot of the first Ares, and the hero who saved us all. On that note, I've got some news for you too. But you're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
The Vita you all saw. Unfortunately, it's the real deal.
Wasn't it locked up in the Lifehold core?
I looked into it. It should have been safe inside, but there wasn't so much as a fart. Either one of those phenomena is to blame, or God knows what. An Ares, the Vita, chunks of the world vanishing. I've had just about enough of this.
You forgot the ghosts, Commander.
Ghosts? These beings we know nothing about. Could someone please bring us up to velocity?
Sad to say, we don't know much ourselves. An alien civilization opposed to the Ganglion. And yeah, that about covers it.
They were certainly opposed, but it felt like the ghosts were mopping the floor with them, and it wasn't even close.
They sent the Ganglion to pack?
Yep, it was pretty one-sided.
Ultimately, it was the battle between the ghosts and the Ganglion that cost us our world. We were the biggest losers in that.
It's not quite that simple. The ghosts are an omen, harbingers of doom. Back then, when we watched the Ganglion and ghosts clash with one another, think, what happened? That day, Earth was destroyed. What's more, that wasn't the first event of its kind. My home, the planet I was born on, it met with the same fate.
Your planet? It was destroyed?
Mira disappearing. The ghost's arrival. Even the Ares. The dots all join up. It's connected.
Elma?
It's fine. The time has come for you all to hear the truth of how I lost my home twice over. The planet of my birth lay in a vastly distant corner of the universe and evolved differently from Earth. But like Earth, it was home to descendants of the ancient Cimmerians. We didn't wage war against other worlds. Ours was a peace-loving race. Till the Ganglion struck, without a whisper of warning. Their aim was nothing less than to completely eradicate Simmar's legacy. And furthermore, to claim the Ares.
The Ares?
How's the Ares come into all this?
I don't know the whole story either. Only... the Ares wasn't something we created ourselves. It came from our forebears. The technology was theirs. All we did was recreate it based on records and relics left behind by ancient Simmar.
But that means...
Right. The Ganglion are an artificial life form engineered by Simmar. And the Ares is one of Simmar's creations too. Which makes it easier to understand their motivations.
You think that's why the Vita was pursuing the Ares then?
However, we still have no inkling as to why the ghosts appeared.
I was just getting to that. As our fight against the Ganglion drew on, neither side seemed to be gaining any ground. Suddenly, dematerialization struck my homeworld. Then came a third side to the conflict, one hostile to both. Namely, the ghosts. The threat was new and unexpected and indiscriminate, attacking us and Ganglion alike. The fighting grew muddled. And my world, already brought to the brink by war, was now also losing landmass to the DMAT events. The fate of my planet was sealed. And so, the Ares and I were sent with a mission to Earth. If the Ganglion survived, they would target you next as our fellow descendants of Simmar. The last remaining threat. As for me, I was to gift you Ares tech, spurring your science to hopefully level the playing field. But in the end, I couldn't save the Earth, nor the Ares or the hero.
I will agree we are going to uplift because clearly the Ares is still there. And we're still alive.
That's right. It may look grim, but we wouldn't even be here if it weren't for you.
Exactly.
Without you, Colonel, none of us would be here talking.
Thank you. Anyway, that's everything I have to share about me and the Ares. The Ares and the ghosts, they're indirectly linked through the Ganglion. And whenever ghosts appear, planets die.
You're saying that the Ares is the reason? It's the cause of all this? So we're gonna lose Mira just like Earth? Like your world?
Yes, most likely.
So we know what we gotta do. Right? We gotta get out there and find that Ares. Bada boom!
But wait. Why didn't the pilot just get in contact with us? What's the point of hiding who they are?
Commander Vandam,
What is it?
we detected scales in active combat. 2 units.
They finally come up on Frontier Nav, huh? This energy's unreal. Ain't your grandpappy's skills.
You don't think...
Top order prediction would be an Ares in the Vita.
That saves us some legwork.
Quite. Let's move out.
You might be facing the Vita. I want you all out there.
Yes, sir.
No need to pussyfoot around, but stay frosty, Elma.
Roger. Right now, the way forward is clear. We don't know what's out there, but solving that mystery is the only hope we have.
All right, let's go ahead and check our missions here and see if we can... Oh yeah, we can fast travel right over here. 212 or 205. I think we're going to go to FN Site 205. I wish I had another level 50 plus Skell right now, but I've only got one. We're going to find out if we can handle this battle. And before we jump into this battle, let's go ahead and save just in case. It'd be a real shame to blow up. All right, ready for action.
That's the Vita, all right.
But who's piloting it?
What the heck was that?
Search me.
Give me some serious heebie-jeebies.
Those were the cores. Get ready.
It seems the sleeping dogs...
Man, if the ganglion had had this thing, it would have taken us out. Oh,
Didn't know I was so popular.
we got bad guys that just walked in here. Better take them out.
That hurt! Leave it to us! They're tough. Heal me up. Sorry, you weak now. Come on with some gunfire.
Watch the
This one's for you!
You're mine!
Good!
Gotcha!
The Vita smart.
Now,
You wish!
gunfire.
Away with
Nice! Come on! Boing, boing!
Heal me up.
I eat Suck on this! Gotcha!
Hard.
Target
on them! Yes! Now, cripple them! Our head is
Ouch.
we seem to be falling!
Point field!
Tough.
You're mine.
Heal me up!
I should come up first.
Flying shield! We're powering up! Merchandise!
Come on.
Here!
I'll weaken them. Point field.
You see that?
Got the edge.
More.
Now.
Didn't know I
Oh my goodness.
You're mine. In a target. We can follow up. Gotcha.
Powering up!
Target
Like
locked.
the new merchandise!
Mine.
Flying
How nice.
Sorry!
Damage.
Watch this!
Point field.
Concentrate your fire on the
Overdrive.
sucker!
On help. Fail. Triple up. Gotcha.
Get out of here!
Suck on this. Point field. I'll weaken that edge.
Could someone get our party started?
We lost one of our guys already.
Ha!
Got it. You're mine.
Leave it to us!
Suck on this. Come on. I only want. You wish. I'll weaken that. You wish. There. Now ripple up.
Flying shield! I'll rip you apart!
Target locked. You're nice. Move in and do some damage.
Hooray!
Point field. Suck on this. Got the edge.
You see that?
Melee attack.
Shooting star! Block this!
I'll weaken them.
I'll rip you apart!
You're mine. Gotcha.
Get out of here! Unsure!
I only want. Suck on this. I'll weaken them.
Hey!
Oh man, this guy really
Move in and do
hurt.
some damage. Come on. Suck on me. Point field. Got the edge.
Xenoblade! Flying
Point
shield!
field. Got the edge.
They're tough.
I'll
Help me
weaken
up.
them.
We must attend to our
Thanks.
scouts.
You're
Get
mine.
out of here!
Target locked. You're mine.
Flying
Crippling the target.
Appreciate it.
Point
You
field.
apart!
We've got the edge. Gotcha. I'll weaken them. Touch me up. Come on. You're mine. Off balance. Weaken.
Here!
Gotcha. So it's like that.
Flying shooting star!
I'm in trouble. Heal me. Deploying field.
For you!
Got the edge. I'll weaken them.
We did something there.
Colonel! Ghosts! Watch out!
When it rains, it pours.
They're going after the Vita.
Damn.
sizing up. Never thought they'd get the jump on me. My bad. It got the cores.
Are you really... Al?
You're still alive? You dog! Where the hell have you been all this time?
Doug is pretty easily amused.
Gang's all here. Plus a few new faces. Neat little sci-fi club.
Huh? What does big man mean?
He's saying he's happy to meet you all.
Wonderful. Spoken like a true mensch.
Sorry I worried you, princess. Let it all out. We earned a big tearful reunion.
I need to know. Why did the Vita take the cores?
Oh, what? We gonna be all business?
Don't change the subject. Tell us everything.
Fine then. I'll spill. But first, I want to know about you guys. Bet you've got stories to tell too. As for the Ares, can you get it examined?
We can. Let's pause for now. We'll pick it up later. We're putting ourselves at risk by staying here. I'll arrange transport for you and the Ares.
Talk about the cold shoulder.
That's the hero? Alois Bernhold? Him?
You've never met him before?
He'd already been promoted by the time we joined the Colonel's team. So yeah, we weren't introduced. His star had risen too quickly.
He's nothing like they made him look on the government broadcasts. He's just like... a normal guy.
Oh, it's him all right. In the flesh.
Hey. This hero stuff, you mean me?
You know it. The great selfless hero who bought humanity a future at the price of his own life. Alois Bernhold. That's you, pal.
Seriously? That's not how I was hoping it'd go.
When it gets out that the hero survived, they'll be dancing in the streets of NLA. People will go nuts.
NLA?
The White Whale's habitat. That's what we're calling it now.
Right. So it made it after all.
Thanks to a certain hero.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Ah, shucks, cut it out. Lynn, I'm really happy you made it.
Yeah.
Wow, though. You guys have been living it up. Hey, how's it poppin'?
I don't know. That nasty Vita almost killed us, but I guess, I'll act casual.
You got a lot to learn.
Cut the Rook some slack. No one's born knowing your shtick.
No stress. I'll teach you the proper response later. I'm Alois Bernhold. Call me Al. Pleasure.
Here they are.
Right. Let's see what the fuss is about this NLA.
Alright, let's check out our loot here. We got a reinforced frame, dual boards, quality crank, reinforced frame, and a bunch of other stuff. Nice. Maybe it'll help my skells be more awesome. Alright, let's figure out. Bet you we gotta go back to New LA. So, that battle took me 2 attempts. And I'll edit that out. The failed attempt. So you guys don't have to watch me fail. But I ran around and saved up all my money, all my credits, and I bought a second level 50 Skell just so I could get through that battle. Hopefully you all have a better chance or a better time of beating Vita. What does this guy have to say?
Come on.
Oh. Wait, long-range shots fired from Bedrock Hold were able to reach the Manon ship. What the heck is going on? That doesn't give me information. I've got a side quest about Manon being shot. Let's get back to the main story.
Good work. We moved the Ares to the restricted hangar to have it checked out. Now then, since the ghosts decided to give the Vita some lovin', does that mean they consider the ganglion to be a bigger threat than us?
Ghosts don't have that kind of independence. They swarm whatever happens to be in front of them, like iron filings drawn to a magnet. You can think of them as a force of nature. The conclusion my world's scientists arrived at was this. Ghosts are in essence the universe's corrective system. End quote.
A system? I think I get it. Like animals' instincts. Nature's way of protecting itself. Is it that kind of thing?
And the 6th angel sounded, and I heard a voice. From the 4 horns of the golden altar which is before God, saying, to the 6th angel which had the trumpet, loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates, and the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the 3rd part of men. Sound familiar? You might have heard it, in some shape or form.
Yeah, that's
some heavy stuff. And coming from you, it sounds all the heavier.
It's from an Earth text passed down on your world since antiquity. When I first read it, it felt to me like a kind of forewarning, a moral teaching from which to learn.
And what, now you think it was a prophecy?
I think it's historical record.
Huh?
Well, suppose the people of the past knew of the existence of such a system.
You're saying ghosts are angels of the apocalypse? Get real.
Then God is real too?
It would align with the facts at hand.
Gods and angels. Before, I would have laughed you right out of town.
Well, either way. If the ghosts are chasing the ganglion, that's good news for us. If I learn anything else, I'll let you know. For now, rest up.
Will do.
Al, you're going straight to medical.
I'm healthy as a horse, sir.
That's what worries me.
Come on, back me up here.
Stop moaning.
There's got to be some kind of story with Elma and Al here. So I bet you we got to roll back to the Blade Barracks, maybe? Let's turn our follow ball on. Yeah, return to the Blade Barracks and rest up. Alright. Oh, I could have flown in style on my scalp. Whee! turn... Oh, okay, we're gonna roll over here.
Got it. I'll be right there. They want me to stop by the Ares. The technicians want to pick my brain.
If there's anything I can help you with, just give me a shout.
Thanks, Lynn.
Can't believe how much you got up and running. I know I was MIA for a good long while, but it's not like you've had years. Honestly, I'm impressed. It's growing on me, this NLA.
Good.
Mind letting go of that grudge already, Princess?
I don't know what you're talking about. What exactly is there for me to hold a grudge over?
Well, since I left you alone for all this time, figured you were sour about it.
Let's see. If only you'd stayed behind with me, I could have had it a whole lot easier than I did. Maybe it's obvious since you came to us from the Air Force, but your piloting skills were a cut above. Anyone could see your promotion would be just a matter of time. So when you left the team so soon after joining, I was happy for you. So if there was one thing I'm sour about, it's that I made you take the Ares. I'm angry at myself for that. When we were leaving Earth, I prioritized directing my team. So when you took the Ares and dove into the heart of the enemy swarm, I couldn't do much to stop you. A mistake. I depended on your skills too much. And so they crowned you a hero, made you the Ares' sole pilot, and you kept on protecting us. Until the day of the battle that ended with us crashing down on Mira and you. Gone. How I regretted it. Forcing the Ares on you. The way that I drove you into taking up the hero's mantle. So much guilt.
You didn't do that. I went charging off on my own. I was like a kid with a new toy, so I should have known better. Nah, I'm no hero. I was just terrified. Scared that I'd lose my place in the world, just like I lost my motherland when I was a kid. I needed the white whale intact. The Ares was just a means to that end.
A means, huh? You know, I'm the same as you then. I lost the planet where I was born, and came to Earth with the Ares, an unwilling companion. But I think that's giving the thing far too little credit. The Ares wasn't just a tool. This Skell was always leading the way, guiding us where we're needed.
Needed? Here?
Yes. I'm glad you came back. Truly.
Honestly, I'd be so much happier if I was helping to fix up the Ares. But they told me to get out of their way. They were all like, you just stick to your blade duties. How rude is that? Like, dude, I was even on the original Ares maintenance team.
Should I show interest or commiserate? She's the best mechanic in the universe, and I'm the test pilot that'll blow up when she puts things in upside down again.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. It's kind of you to say. You know, the first time I met Al, it was around the time I got assigned to Elma's team. You've seen what he's like. The others never really got his humor. So he was often all alone, like it or not. But I liked him. He was always kind to me. Maybe it's because he had a younger sister about the same age. They got separated trying to flee their country. Seems it got pretty rough there. He hadn't seen her since then. Al always said that people need a place to belong. Not like a location or some specific address or whatever. It's more somewhere you'd keep coming back to. Somewhere people liked and trusted you. He used to talk about it a lot. I think the place his sister and family were, that's where he felt needed. But then it was taken from him. After that, he decided all of Earth needed him and took to the stars. The belief his family was alive and well somewhere down there, that's what made him decide Earth was worth giving anything to protect. After we lost Earth, the white whale became Al's home.
So you see, Lynn, that's what makes you part of my big, fat, happy family.
That's how he put it to me once. Hearing that, I'd never felt so happy in my whole life. Now, I can't do it anymore. I can't just blindly trust Al's kind words. Too much has happened. We've been through too much since then.
Go with her gut, or she needs to give herself some time after everything that's happened.
You're right. I might have been getting a little too up in my own head there. It'll take time to sort this out. Thanks for letting me ramble. I appreciate it. I feel better at getting that off my chest.
Roger. It seems Al's done with his checkup now. Time to move.
What are we gonna learn now? Or maybe we can warp over to this spot. Back to Blade Tower.
Boy, oh boy. Really put me through the ringer.
Yeah, well, if you weren't organic, it would have been a lot easier for us, too.
Wait a minute. Organic? Is this dude fully intact?
Bingo. Al's no Mim, just good old blood and bones.
Why does he get
You
to be
thought all crew
human?
members were supposed to be Mims, didn't you? But you see, Al here might just be the chosen one.
The Ares Prime needs a warm body to run.
Guys, does this matter right now?
You're right, but first, it's good to have you back, Al. The hero returns, and with him, our hearts are all uplifted.
Do me a favor and nix the hero thing. It's weird being put on a pedestal. Anyway, can I get a recap? I've missed a lot of scuttlebutt. I'm like a lost time traveler here.
Certainly. Let me give you the bullet points.
Okay, wow. You guys sure had a rough time while I was away.
All right, then. Now I'd like to ask you some questions. Al, where were you up until now?
To explain that part, I'll need the results of my skills analysis. You'll never believe me unless I give you something to back it up.
What are you trying to say?
We've detected a giant energy surge in the vicinity of Sylvalum.
A DMAT event?
No. It's not a pattern we've observed before, sir.
Just one thing after the next here. Put it on screen.
What is that? A giant spaceship?
My children who gather on this planet. Heed my voice.
What the? What is that ginormous thing?
And then that voice. Who's Void?
Void.
You know who that is, Elma?
A primordial entity. It was Void who created Ares Prime. And the Ganglion. They're Void spawn too. You could call him their progenitor.
Wait a sec. That's who Luxar meant? His great one?
Then the old tales have come to pass. Even the Vita. Even the Great One's own vessel bested by these primates. It's absolutely sickening.
Yes, that's Void.
Then he was the one who handed my ass to me?
And that's why he stole the Vita, I would hazard a guess.
But why? Does he want to rally the Ganglion and get right back to the killing?
Just so.
How the hell did he hear me?
I shall commence a contest in which survival is the prize.
The Bested will cease to be, as will this world. Indeed, I have borne witness to it innumerable times before. And I will be victor once more. I am he who brings worlds into concord.
What does he mean, concord?
When he says he's seen this happen before... No. Then Elma's planet... and the Earth?
So this is all part of your grand plan, is it?
The Bested must cease to be.
Way to throw down the gauntlet. How about you shut up and get out of my face? And give back Ares' soul!
The Bested cease to be.
I don't recall being bested. In fact, as long as I'm standing, I don't plan on being beaten.
You wish to prolong your struggle.
You bet. Better say your prayers.
It is good. Such is as life ought to be. A desperate effort to survive. Very well. We will meet at the world's end.
A fight for survival? Again? How much longer do we gotta keep fighting?
No. It's not so simple.
Huh?
Either way, whether we fight or not, this planet is on its way out. Just like my homeworld before it.
What survival means, then, is getting the hell off this rock. That'll be our fight.
We'll have to leave Mira?
Al, please tell me you know of a way for us to do that.
Yeah. The key to leaving is the cores.
The ones the Vita took off with.
Without the cores, humanity... no. All life on this planet is going to die. How are we doing with the Ares? If we're on schedule, the shocking truth should be revealed any minute now.
I'll get an update.
From here on out, it's uncharted territory. Put your thinking caps on. We're headed for the hangar.
I thought Luxar was a giant butthole to beat. This new guy is, makes Luxar look like a puffball. Alright, before we get to the hangar, we are going to warp back over to the barracks. I just realized that we lost one of our skells in that last battle. And if we do get thrown into another battle, we want to make sure that we are, that our insurance replaces the skell. To the restricted hangar. Let's see what Al has in store for us here.
I have the technician's report. Here's what it says. The first major thing we discovered through analyzing the Ares is the following. The universe in which planet Mira exists, though it might be better to say dimension, is not the only one, as we have now detected several others outside of it. We're talking parallel dimensions.
This might be hard to wrap your heads around, but after the battle that ended with the White Whale crashing, me and the Ares were cast into a space between all those.
The navigational data from the Ares backs up the existence of the place he's talking about. What's more, our previous attempts to find the Lifehold core, and our studies of the floating landmass Volataris, which accompanied Void, have all led us to hypothesize such a possibility. The new data we got from the Ares has helped us tie this all together. It's led us to the truth of the matter.
When Void said that he brought worlds into Concord, this is what he was hinting at then?
Based on these findings, we have concluded that the universe that Earth belonged to, and the universe that we're in now with Mira, are in fact completely separate. Plus, we now know that the past universe, at the point of Earth's destruction, disappeared entirely along with it.
The whole universe?
Void's catchphrase, the best it ceased to be, this is what he meant. But then, what does this fact tell us?
Point out that we still live on. I'm not going to go to sleep at this. This is interesting.
A+. Yes, humanity still endures on Mira. So, we managed to escape the destruction of the Earth's universe and came to this one. We survived. Isn't that proof enough?
That day, the destruction of the universe caused a massive energy displacement. And that's what allowed us to escape to Mira? By luck bordering on the miraculous?
It's just back-of-the-envelope logic based off of old records, but that sounds about right.
So then, if we could produce an amount of energy roughly equal in magnitude, then hypothetically, it just may be possible to escape from this universe as it disappears.
Okay, but is that kind of thing physically achievable? Oh.
That's right. That's where the Ares comes in. Rather, the cores that are the source of its power.
So that's why Void made a beeline straight for it.
Our battle had already begun. You just didn't know it. And hence, that slimy bastard threw the first punch.
Nagi, we'll need a strategy if we're gonna pull through. I mean yesterday.
Quite. I'll reach out to Maurice at once.
Thanks. And we won't be able to make it without help from all the other races. Everyone, your orders. Until we have a strategy in place, attend to your usual duties.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Al, seeing as you're unemployed, I'm conscripting you. Go lend your buddies a hand.
Sounds more like being press-ganged.
Call it what you like. You gotta earn your keep.
Fine, you win.
All right. Chapter 13, Act 1 complete. I think we have 2 more acts after this to finish up. Before I go on to those, I have... a new character can now join your party. Al. Division Hero. Class Duelist. We very well might bring Al into our party. I'll have to dig in and check all of that out, but I'm probably going to bring him into the party. I have severely neglected our affinity missions in this game. I've only done the required ones, and it turns out that a lot of these affinity missions will unlock special skills, possibly new equipment. So I'm going to put a video or two together on those affinity missions before I jump into the next one, into the next act mission. I've been too focused on the story because I love the story. As always, this is where we're going to end the video for now. But as always, thank you for tuning in to Papa Bear Games. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to be notified about more videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And let's listen to Al's advice. Look, bud, I love the heirs dearly, but it's a temperamental beast. For one, all its plating is custom made, so it can't equip other armor or weapons. And as you're aware, nobody can pilot it but me. Still, if you can work around that, he'll pull his own weight, and then some. Alright, we've got new gear for the... People have been dressing up like Al to celebrate the hero's return. Someone said you can even buy his outfit in shops now. Wow, people really do love Al a lot. Say, why don't we dress up as him as well? Come on, I'll race you to the shop. No thanks. Yep, and this is where we will save our game and say goodnight. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. Papa Bear, signing off.